was a humbling experience away at Barbourfields.
Thank you. Disappointed?
Benji actually has a bit of a formula against Scotland. He's not afraid of them. He does not let Scotland play by themselves in terms of sitting back and allowing them to dictate the pace of the game.
So do you think
he goes into Scotland?
Offside that city is also
That was definitely an offside, but because we lost the game, as fans we will be shouting and everything, but we've seen it happening. It doesn't go far, they just...
We need to be having those fourth officials on both corners if we don't have VAR.
Adel Gun was wide open, which is something you don't see when it comes to Scotland defending. Usually Scotland are much more adept at making sure that they manage to clamp down on a lone striker. The energy was up there. It's also got to do with Emma Gumeni. You would attest to it, of course. Barbourfields, when it comes to a big game, is always up for it. The atmosphere is up there. The players, the players feed off the energy coming from the stands, and they actually then want to, they end up playing just 5% better, which is what happened in their game as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jalai in the building.
Thank you. The current one is to win the championship this year, and also be in a better position when you go for Champions League, because it's something that the boss has been admiring. So we are hoping for the best.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Mabviravira Football Show. My name is Noxie, I am your host. I don't do this show on my own. I got Tatenda G Rukudzo in the building. Peter Ndlovu, we just add him in there because he's here every other day. We have an amazing show lined up. We're going to be having our mid-zone with Peter Ndlovu. We're going to be having Jalai in the studio. And Rukudzo, well, whether we like it or not, he's here every week as well. So, let's go. Let's get into it. Our Around the League with my favorite person. Hey, Rukudzo.
Hi, Noxie. Hi, Tito. How you doing?
Doing great,
I'd like to take this time to say, Jesse.
Our predictions.
No one got the predictions right.
I mean, it really be like that sometimes.
We were just shooting in the dark.
I was on a roll and you jinxed me.
Okay, hey, first of all,
of course it's your fault. I've never gotten 0 in my life. No. Thanks to you guys.
And to be fair, because you got it wrong, somehow the boys went to Bulawayo.
Oh, now it's my fault.
Yes.
Instead of saying that the assistant referee is giving goals, there might not have been goals and the team didn't play.
No, it's because you didn't predict right.
Debatable.
Okay.
That is right.
All right.
I mean, not that we're here. Let's
get into it.
Guys, that was a very, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little humbling.
No, it was.
I don't believe Noxie, to be fair, but
no, it was.
It was humbling.
Whether she's being funny or not,
I think she's being funny.
Well, it was a humbling experience away at Barbourfields. I mean, a season where we were right in this very studio, on this very same show. We questioned Benjamin Marwadi's, way of coaching. A couple of draws in the first games.
That they're not getting paid.
It looks like for me, actually, Benji actually has a bit of a formula against Scotland, because he employed the same tactics he did in the game at Barbourfields Stadium, which finished goalless earlier this season.
Exactly.
Which frustrated Scotland. He's not afraid of them. He does not let Scotland play by themselves in terms of sitting back and allowing them to dictate the pace of the game. So do you think... He goes into Scotland.
So you think that seeing as he's kind of mapped his way, do you think we should have done something differently?
Well, I mean, it's easy to say when you're not coming off a 9-match winning streak.
Yeah.
Why would you change something that's been working for so long?
Yeah.
Because this, okay, fair.
So now the onus was on Benjamin Marwadi and Boso to actually show a different way of facing Scotland and playing them and maybe getting a result. And that's what they did. And they went right for them, right from the first whistle, in terms of actually pressing the ball high, making sure that Scotland felt their presence when they were on the ball. It was never an easy turn. Like, let's say the Scotland player received
even second balls as well.
Yeah,
they were getting every single second ball.
The energy was up there. It's also got to do with Emma Gumeni. You would attest to it, of course. Barbourfields, when it comes to a big game, is always up for it. The atmosphere is up there. The players, the players feed off the energy coming from the stands, and they actually then want to, they end up playing just 5% better, which is what happened in their game as well. When it comes to the winning goal, of course, I know a lot of people have been discussing whether it's valid.
It's been a point of discussion since
Unfortunately,
Sunday.
there's only one angle. No one has a better angle in terms of actually looking across the situation for when
In line with
Mongameli Chuma passing the ball through to Benjamin Adeogun. What I will say is Adeogun was wide open, which is something you don't see when it comes to Scotland defending. Usually Scotland are much more adept at making sure that they manage to clamp down on a lone striker. Adeogun was very, very free.
He was alone.
So I'm not going to say it was offside. I can't see. The angle that we have available is not conclusive at all. So it's a 50-50. In those situations in old school football, we always to say, give the benefit of the doubt to the attacking team.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what happened in this case. But
So-
I can't come out and say it was onside or offside.
I want you
So-
to know
so
that I
maybe-
used my maturity in your conversation at some point. You said
That's my job.
You said I can't see. I was about to say the glasses. So
So maybe, I guess maybe the question is how the situation is handled from a defensive a point of view.
Yeah, I
I
think-
think the guys were caught ball watching.
It was,
They
a question of maybe they were trying to play a Adeogun offside,
yeah.
but there was also a lack of, shall we say, application in preventing Mongameli Chuma getting that pass
yeah.
in the box. He was in the box. There were plenty of players around him to at least prevent their shot getting or cross pass getting through to Adeogun. Maybe there was just a little bit of a lack of concentration from the Scotland defence, which we've very rarely seen. And now that run of clean sheets is over. It was 10 straight clean sheets. That's all over now. Of course, as well, there was plenty of time for Scotland to come back into the game. But when you lose Kevin Moyle with 30 minutes to play to the second book of defence, you're playing against 11 men now with a man short away at Emmanuel Jalai. It was very difficult. They still had chances though, Scotland. They just present some chances, but they were half chances. They weren't really clear-cut things you can say they should have scored. Boso, I think, actually had the clearer chances. So maybe Scotland were lucky eventually to come away with just the 1-0.
1-0.
I think it was a very shaky weekend because on the flip side, Hard Rock was also seeing flames.
Hard Rock was seeing flames. So almost kind of sort of a consolation. I mean, you don't want the team that's chasing you to also win. Yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit more.
Actually, I was going to say Scotland shouldn't be too disheartened by this. First of all, I think it's a blip. It's going to be a difficult ground for any team to go to beat Highlanders at any point of the season. 1, 2, as you said, both title rivals slipped up. Hard Rock in particular, they're the ones who are really shocking because they were at home against Triangle United, who are bottom of the table. Yep. And they have upheaval with their coaching staff. Genesis Mangumbe coming in.
I think we're just being humbled this weekend.
But what I will say, I think Hard Rock were a bit complacent, one, because they were playing the worst team in the league. They were at home as well, but it was an empty Chawanda Stadium. That's part of their punishment for that abandoned game
Dynamos.
There was no one in the stands. It was an empty ground. So maybe as well, they feed off the energy of their fans. That was lacking as well. And the fact that they got hit hard by a team that's desperate.
Hit hard.
Triangle United are very desperate for 3 points. They managed to score 2 goals in the first half. They Taban Kamsoko as well as Stephen Jogi. They killed the game by halftime. Prince Due, their new signing, he scored a free kick. So maybe that's a good sign for Hard Rock going forward. But it's a stunning result. No one expected it. I think it's a lot to do with complacency.
And from Hard Rock and this particular game, let's talk about Dynamos. We've seen what's been happening over there and the couple of results that they've been getting. It's been, I don't want to say shaky, but that's the word that I'm going to use. Based on your analysis of what the season has been like for Dynamos and the result they got this past game week, where do you see them going further?
Dynamos actually been doing very well under their new head coach, Aristida Chihuahua. But it's actually the first game that they failed to win under him. It was Simba Bora. Yes, it was at Rufaro Stadium, but Simba Bora are one of only 2 teams to have beaten Scotland this season as well. Yeah. At Rufaro Stadium. So they have a habit of turning up for these bigger games. In this case, Dynamos, they're implementing a bit more of a slower possession kind of football game. It's like slow build up and then they work their way up the field of play under Chihuahua. But that's how he wants to play, with a bit of high pressing when they don't have the ball. So in terms of that football, it's less direct. And when you play less direct football against the likes of Simba Bora, you give them the opportunity to set themselves defensively very well. They have very strong, tall defenders, likes of Webster Tafa or Kennedy A, becomes from Namibia, that type of player. So I think Dynamos Dynamos just gave Zimbabwe too much time to be set defensively and made them very difficult to get past. The type of football that Chihuahua wants to play.
Right.
Dynamos did have a very strong penalty shout early in the first half, actually. William Tole, that's the Zimbabwe goalkeeper, he came out of his goal and he was faced with the new Dynamo signing. That's Ben Sidibe, he comes from Burkina Faso. But it looked like maybe it was a situation of the keeper got to the ball first and then took the man out.
Yeah.
So, but at full pace, it might have been debatable. When you slow it down, I think the referee made the right decision not giving the penalty. But other than that, Dynamos, I think they had half chances again. They didn't really create some very clear-cut chances that William Tole would say had to save. I don't think they did that. It was a tough afternoon for Dimbare, but a good point if you ask me. Zimbabwe are a difficult team to beat.
I know you've been talking about this as well, particularly with the Caps United and all. I don't want to say the drama that has been happening at the camp. Remember with the goalkeeper, with everything, them coming out having that press conference. It was, but we're here now.
We're here now. Look, yes, their first win. It was only their second win rather than that's now 12 games.
Right.
Away on the road at Manica Diamonds, Sakuva Stadium, very difficult place as well, regardless of where Manica Diamonds is. Their second bottom, but they're also desperate. But unlike Triangle United, they couldn't manage to lift themselves up for a big game like this one. Caps United desperately needed the points. They need to reignite their title challenge from some point. Remember, at some point, they were very comfortable.
Title challenge, so is it a title challenge?
They are not.
Or it's them maybe staying afloat and keep.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Staying afloat. They're still giving themselves a chance. If Scotland were to start dropping points left, right, and center, which I don't think is going to happen, but they desperately needed the points. They got them. That was from Kaonga as well as from Galu. The 2 points that Texo Chiragwi needed to maybe reignite the title challenge.
Right, because our predictions were very shaky this game week. He claims that we are the ones who came in with a bad omen. How?
You jinxed me.
How, my guy?
That time, I want to say, he's the one who did his predictions first, so we didn't jinx anything, but...
No, you followed. Instead of it was just me by myself, so I had no pressure. Now I have to try and breach you guys.
We've come to the end of Around the League. That was it.
Coming from around the league, we get to talk to the team manager, the legend Petu Ndlovu. And of course, we're going to be talking about the game on the road. We went to Bulawayo, and it wasn't particularly the result that we expected, but we're here now. Petu Ndlovu, welcome back to the show, man.
Thank you. Disappointed?
After a good run.
I know.
After a very good run.
A perfect run, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, those things that they happen in football, but I think we're unfortunate with the game itself, and we have to accept defeat, and that's when you go and work hard to come back straight up.
But based on the performance, based on where we were coming from, of course we did not expect to lose, but then we were on the road. Highlanders is a tricky fixture, considering the fact that Benjamin Marwari started off the season a little bit cagey. Of course, we expected to win, but then what do you think went wrong, if we are to be very honest with the situation?
Well, I think... coaches themselves, I know I'm a coach, manager, but coaches normally tactical things like this, they explain it better. However, I would try and put exactly how I saw the game myself. I think they just got amongst us right from the start. They just went into our half, they started playing into our half, and we couldn't probably come out of there. However, as the game went, we got better, but it was already too late, scoreline 1-0, and also because we lost a man, so it's difficult also to come back with a situation like that.
We're a bit of I think we touched a little bit on it when we did Around the League, the offside. Yes. What do you think? I mean, we've seen the video,
yes,
and we've also flighted it, so people have gotten to see it on the show.
I mean, I've been looking at that video since after the game, and I can't make exactly. I see a lot of offside and onside and analysis. If we had VAR, it could could have assisted us. But look, this is a game. You know, they could have been in our favor, that offside. So I think we have to carry on with the game and respect the referees that they've made a decision, but a decision that's costly for the team.
I mean, we've
I like
seen
your maturity.
That's very, very mature of him.
maturity.
I think throughout the season we've seen a lot of officiating that has been happening in the league. Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right. But I personally feel like it has gotten better over time. But sometimes it's unfortunate, sometimes it's fortunate, like what you're saying. But then how do we move forward from this? Do we start to think about, okay, let's invest in technology that allows us to have VAR?
Absolutely. I think that will help. But also, I think if you see the PSL, they are doing their jobs. Also, when it's not right by the referee and it's evident to people, they take action. So instead, I think I would advise that in football, yes, there's actions taken, but as an individual,
right,
you strive to do well so that there's no actions taken in football. It must be things that we say, oh, well done, and there you've seen an offside, it's an offside. You've seen a goal, and onside is an onside. So those are the things we must talk about, the positives of football. Otherwise, the negatives will still take us down, long memories that are gone. So yeah, let's improve, I think, with the technology, and we catch up with the others on the other side of the continent.
I know that this flights after, well, I guess because tomorrow we are playing Bulawayo Chiefs. How's the team morale when it, after this, we weren't expecting it, and tomorrow we are playing. Unfortunately, we won't know the scoreline because this is, after the game's been played.
Well, we can't be depressed, guys. We are still definitely still leading by far. But now what we have to do is just to take each game as it comes and consolidate and try and also make them scared, because now it's how fast we come up. We've lost a game, and the players are there. They will see. They know what's at stake. They know what to gain. There's everything to gain by winning games. So I'm sure we'll try and motivate them more coming up to the game on Wednesday.
Right. Briefly, before we, of course, conclude our interview, after getting that result, and then Hard Rock also getting that result, is there some kind of consolation to the fact that
such a terrible person.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
It's like, guys, we're not the only ones.
We're not the only ones who lost this time around.
Well,
yeah,
they can say what that's there, but we are always disappointed with defeat. Whether it's a friendly game at Scotland, we strive for the best, number one. The bosses say it is number one, so we can't be number two in anything, including the results themselves. So
absolutely,
everything that we do must come number one.
That is Match Zone, with the legend Petu Ndlovu. We're hoping that we bounce back from this particular result. Coming up, we're going to be talking to Jalai. I'm pretty excited about that one.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yes.
Top player, Jalai.
I know.
Thank you.
It's that time where we talk to somebody from the team. We were having a conversation before we got on, and Tatenda was furiraning this guy. What? You should have taken the call. Yeah, you should have taken. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jalai in the building.
Thank you.
Oh, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
You're this calm all the time.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, it must be nice.
It feels like they do this. Have you ever seen videos, training ground, what these guys will be doing training out? They will be all over the place. And then they come here, it's like they're quiet. Demure, aura, all over again. Right, Mr. Jalai, welcome to the Mabviravira Football Show, and welcome to the club as well. You are the latest addition to the football club. You made your debut, and like Noxie was saying, I think you should have scored that. Of course.
Do you think you should have scored it?
First and foremost, thank you very much.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that moment it was different because Kama was chasing for the hat trick and is also chasing for the golden boot. So in football, sometimes you don't have to put yourself first. You have to put the team first. So that moment, I thought he had better scoring opportunity than me. So I thought I could lay it for him.
Personally.
That's why you see the part of the team.
Hey, come on. I'm allowed to say my opinion. All right, Mr. Jalai, you played for Caps United, you played for Dynamos, you're coming from Durban City, you're back home. and you're part of this, title defending team. With your experience, you played at the top level. What is it exactly that you're expecting from the team, and what is it that we're expecting from you as well as the season progresses?
Yeah, it's always good to be back at home because, it's different to play outside and play locally. But I think the team has been doing very well without taking anything away from the performance that they've been putting throughout the season, up to the half of the season. Me, I'm just there to come and add the value to the club. But to be honest, the boys, they've been doing very well. If you look the quality that is there at the club, it's something that helps you to push as a player, so that you can be a better player. Because if you look, the club has got so much investment onto the players, and also there's a lot of quality. To mention a few, karma, knowledge. There are guys that they've been there before, so we are also learning from them.
How's your experience been ever since you joined the team?
Yeah, the reception has been fantastic because I've been playing with these guys at the national team, so there's no different to say. But the reception is always the best. If you're coming from a different club, you join the club and you see the support that you're getting from the teammates and also from the technical team. It helps you to settle very well.
I think your journey has been very interesting because you've played for the biggest clubs in the country, quite literally. Let's talk about how you managed to get there. Like, when did you start?
Where did we start?
Exactly.
Yes.
To then get to a point where you play for these top clubs. When did you start? How did you start? How was the journey to get there?
Yeah, to be quite honest, it has been a difficult journey to say. But I started from Aces Academy. Then I moved to Hauma in 2018. But unfortunately, they decided to sell the franchise to Harare City.
Right.
2 days before the deadline day for the registration.
Wow.
Then I had to come back home and spend almost like 2 weeks. Then we called for trials to Cape United. Fortunately, we got the opportunity because they had 5 slots for the juniors. Then I joined Cape United 2018. But things sometimes they go by God's way.
True.
Sometimes we plan, but God decides.
Right.
So I spent almost like 6 months there without getting game time. But to be honest, there was a lot of quality and competition there. So I had to decide to go back to Aces and spend the rest of the 6 months of 2018. Luckily, the same coach who had invited me to Hauma Football Club was the head coach for the Zimbabwean under-20 national team. So we had to go to Zambia and play for the national team, the COSAFA Cup.
Right.
Luckily, I got invited for trials 2019 in January by Lloyd Chigowe. That's how I ended up joining Dynamos.
And then from there, things just started unveiling themselves.
I have to bring you back to the academy. Are you still playing the
same position
you started off?
I used to play as a winger, right winger, so there's no much difference. So it's almost like the same.
Which is great. And now your transition from Dynamos to Durban City. Like, how did that move happen? Where were you when you got that call, when you got that? Like, how was the feeling? What did you anticipate would happen when you go to South Africa?
That move came through my handlers because they were aware of the deal. But me, I had to focus because there was AFCON in December.
Yes.
So I had to concentrate by working hard and get something better, like a better contract from the one that I was.
So that they see your value.
Yeah, sure. So my handlers are the one who ran all the backroom stuff deal.
And then you are in Durban. Now, what was the major shock culturally, or like, how sometimes it's different when you're in a different country?
Yeah.
What was the most significant change that you had to experience when you moved to South Africa?
I think language, because the language. Sometimes you could see that you are not home by the way you mingle with the people. Of course, they will try to
bring you in, engage
but
you,
could
but
see that it's something that I have to adapt to, which I'm not used to.
How far are we now with getting Zulu right?
I would say 40%. 40%.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
All right, we like to talk about pre-game rituals. What do you listen to on your way to a game?
I always listen to Minister Mahendre's songs and some soul amapiano songs like Young Stana, the Imitanda's Wed, and also to Winky D.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and what do you like eating? He's got a very broad. He moves from Mahendre to Winky D to
Young Stana.
Me, I'm a big fan of Southern Highlanders.
Finally. Somebody who likes
This is your guy.
This is my guy.
This is your guy.
This is my guy. Finally. Somebody.
All right, Jalai, before we round up our conversation, I want to talk about how you managed to settle in. Look, with most of these players, you've played with them at the Warriors camp, but then who has managed to befriend you, to be closer to you? I'm talking about the guy that you sit with in the bus, on the bus, maybe the guy that you're next to in the dressing room. Who's that guy who's been holding your hand?
I think, to be honest, everyone has been around me, but I would say Moffat, because we grew up together at Aces Academy.
I was about to ask that when you said Aces, it was like, Abu Bakr.
We're in the same stream, so he's more like the one who's always when my side, and also Albert Manenji and Panashem Timbanyoka.
The whole team, man. This dude's talking about the whole team.
Everybody's got it.
And now, my final question is, what are some of the things that you're aspiring to achieve in your personal career, both with Scotland now that you're here, and then outside as a Jalai, your personal goals and aspirations in the future?
Yeah, the current one is to win the championship this year, and also be in a better position when you go for Champions League, because it's something that the boss has been admiring. So we are hoping for the best. And also outside football, I want to be one of the people that inspires the next coming generation by doing very well. Because, football is all about hard work, discipline, and dedication.
Absolutely.
It doesn't come easy, but you have to work for it.
That's Emmanuel Jalai, our latest addition to Scotland Mabviravira Football, not Scotland football team. I want to say Mabviravira Football Show. I mean, he's here already. He's welcome. But we got Fan Zone coming up. Emmanuel, thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Sure.
We've come to that time of the show where we get into our fan zone. I don't even know why you were here. You didn't go to Bulawayo. You had one job to go to Bulawayo. Let's deal with people that were there.
Hang on. My brother.
You can move.
Sumuga, Baba. My friends are here.
My friends are here. Well, at least we're doing it with people that actually support the team. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Seeing as Matongo Shika Mgapinda Show. Thank you for kicking Tatenda off the show.
As senior fans of Scotland FC, my name is Chibanzi.
Chibanzi?
As the most senior supporter of the club, my name is Tinashe Gwezua.
So nice to meet you. I want to get to Paninya offside that city isusu patie luga atis kupumiran. So you guys were on the ground. We're seeing videos from one angle. What happened?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I really feel Zimbabwean football is lacking a bit. We need to be having those fourth officials on both corners if we don't have VAR. Because that, for me, was an offside.
But is it not coming from the fact that, and I'll play devil's advocate, because it's going to look like you feel that way because team yagajkiwa?
No.
Is it not coming from the fact that we've had a good streak?
You know what? I think we don't want to be bad losers.
Yes.
Yes. There was an offside, but we have had those before. Because of the technology. We don't have the VAR. in our country. I think we should invest more in those VAR, because that was definitely an offside. But because we lost the game, as fans, we will be shouting and everything, but we've seen it happening. It doesn't go far, you know, they just, But that was definitely an offside.
How was the energy at Barbourfields? How was it?
We were so proud to be more of a Highlanders fan.
Electric.
But funny enough, and which is a good thing, our bay also was packed. From the Debeles in Bulawayo, they came through for Scotland.
Nice.
Even in Ufara, I've never seen a bay so full of Scotland fans like that. It was ecstatic. That was awesome. I wish, like we are going to another game tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we've got Kaizer Chiefs on Sunday.
Yes. Are you going?
Definitely, we'll be there.
We'll be
No,
there.
listen, I have to ask.
We are the fans.
Okay.
We are
We'll
the
never
12th
leave
man.
Scotland alone, ever.
Well, so we've had a good run. I think we were just unfortunate this one game. What's the season been like for you? Because I feel like we talk to the players, we talk to our technical staff, we talk to everybody else, but it's very, and then we talk to the fans at the matches, but it's different when you come into the studio. We can have these honest conversations. What's the season been like so far for you?
First of all, I want to thank the president for instilling this number one
Mentality
in us. So this 9-game run, it really boosted this fan zone. Now you can see, even if you're playing a smaller team, people are now coming to watch Scotland because of the streak. 9 games unbeaten with no conceding any goal. That's a big thing in soccer. Because one thing you should know, again, what we talked about yesterday, there's no more smaller team in Zimbabwean soccer. On our Premier League. Any team you face is a big team.
You were saying?
I was saying, you know, Scotland is, we understand we are like amateurs, but we are amateurs who came in on a high note. Right? And the only way for us to gain the fans, I'll be honest with you, Highlanders had the fans. You know, the bays were full, they were supporting in uniform. You know, they had this choir thing, but to achieve that, you have to be a winning team. So our president emphasized on us being number one. If you read in the Bible, they say, as a man thinketh, so is he. So when the president came up with that, to me, it was like a light. If we all have that mentality as the 12th man, which is us, the supporters, the mentality of winners, if we are going to have that mentality of winners as a team,
it's inevitable we'll get it.
Definitely we'll get there. We have those fans. And definitely Scotland will always be number one.
I'm just going to give you a minute to just address the team, because I feel like right now we're just talking, but you have the opportunity to just encourage the team as people that really support. So I'll give you just a minute to say something to our boys.
First of all, I want to appreciate the fans as one. They've really supported the team. So now what I want to say to maybe Mr. Mapeza, Peter Ndlovu, and the whole team, even the technical, is please don't lose hope. It's just one game. Losing one game doesn't stop us. It's one of the things which comes with football. So now, let's cheer up. I'm encouraging all the fans, please, come in your numbers tomorrow. And as we face Bulawayo Chiefs, then you see what Scotland is made of. We are winners. We are number one.
That's very true. We are winners and we'll always be winners. He has said everything. We'll always be winners. We just want to say to the team, we are rallying behind you. We'll always be there. Every match, me and my brother, we will always be there. Losers, winners, but we know we are winners. We'll always rally behind you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Here's the Chiefs. Watch out.
Yay. We've come to the end of the show. A big shout out to the boys, man. It was just one game. You guys got this. We'll catch you next week. Do watch the show. Same time on the same platforms. Like, follow, subscribe. And we have been doing a little thing where we are predicting Make sure you put your predictions there, and you could win yourself a jersey courtesy of the show. Well, catch you next week. I have to say, as I'm saying goodbye, our head producer's phone just went off, so he's buying us lunch. Is the Lord not good? We'll catch you guys next week.